Hi guys. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm gonna move the camera in here and hope you all can hear me and see if y'all are joining me. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so that was done for the Romance Wars, which is sort of a romantic themed Secret Santa. And the woman I was hitting was the woman in charge of the roses. So she always was behind the scenes. She literally does not go out into the village at all. So I had been having things delivered to her the whole time. Hey, Terry. And that was my final, here you go, guys. Thank you so much. And she let me know, hello, Mr. Drew. So yeah, so that was a real joy and pleasure. It really was. I had Drew film some of the footage. By the way, Drew, you are in that video. I'm not sure if you actually got to sit and watch it, but you do make a very, very brief appearance for a half a second in there. Hi, Miss Sammy. Miss Sammy's come to join us. Doesn't she look good? Yes. She has been on hyperthyroid medicine to make her eat more. Hello, Miss Kate. And she's putting on a little bit of weight. We're happy about that. And she's hungry right now, but it's all good. I cannot read this stuff because it's too far away. So pardon the noise I'm about to make, guys. Thank you for the likes from the people who have added likes and all of the fun stuff. So what do we got here? Not sure whose issue that was, but I had not seen the video. I saw that it was coming. That's very strange. Yeah, because I put it in a lot of places and it said it was premiere. So I mean, that's the first time I've done a premiere. I'm not sure how all it works. Hi. Yes, baby. So yeah, so the very last gift you give the person you're hitting in the Romance Wars, you don't have to, but you generally choose to reveal yourself. So that's how I did it. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I love you too. But that's how I chose to reveal myself. And she actually lost her copy. So part of me putting this up here was so that she could actually see it again. Oh, yeah, it's like you have to give like half a tablet a day split into two different things. But she loves it that she gets to eat the wet food nobody else gets. So I always feed her first, and she makes the others jealous. Yeah, I know, but it's not dinner time yet. I know you're hungry. You got to wait for the live chat. You got to wait for the live chat, Babu. We got here. Watch it later offline. Yes, I tell you, yes, you spelled Sammy correct. Yes, that is spelled correctly. Sorry. Sammy. Yeah, she's my beautiful street stray. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. So I hope you guys got to enjoy watching the Romance War hit. If you did not, you are welcome to watch it. I'll be leaving it up. I may potentially cut off that end section of the credits because I got a copyright flag on it, which, I mean, honestly, none of the content is mine. It really all belongs to other people. So, it's not like me, claiming copyright for any of it is valid, other than the editing of the pieces parts together. Hi, baby. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable, and I'm glad I could share it with you all. So hope everyone's been doing well. Sammy's going to be walking on the table. Hopefully that will not cause a problem. If you have any questions about the video or anybody of the groups you saw, please let me know. There's a lot of people looking really, really young in that. Oh my goodness gracious. It's frightening how young. So I'm looking at these going, Russell Brandford from Token Entertainment was in there, and Anne was in there, and John Dixon with no beard and very different looking was there, and so many performers over the years. It's a hoot to kind of see everyone evolve, because that would have been 15 years ago. It was done 15 years ago in that video. Oh my God. Wow. So, so this is both a Disney chat and a Maryland Ren Fair chat. So we're going to do a little bit of Disney talking. By the way, if you have not done so already, please remember to subscribe to the channel. You will want to be following because there's going to be some interesting content coming up, and we'll get to that in a moment. Remember to hit the like button, share the videos if you find them interesting. If you thought that Ren Fair thing was fun, share it with other people. It helps get the word out about the channel, hopefully get some more subscribers to us. All of it is a benefit. Like I said, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already to throw the likes that way. Comment in our chat over here, or you can comment down below after the fact if you're watching this when this is over. But all right, so on to the news. So as a lot of you have been watching the news, there's been Disneyland is still closed. Disney World has been open, and pretty much all the parks in Florida have been open. They have just over at Universal started doing daytime versions of the Halloween Horror Nights, for those of you who like horror, scare, and gore. So they are doing some day versions of that. I am not a horror fan, so I don't feel the need or desire to go in for that. Although, you know, parks are hurting. Parks are definitely hurting. They, let me see what's going on here. They are, Swan and Dolphin is about to let go over 1,000 people. Some of the people who are furloughed or on, you know, on extended leave are going to be continuing to be in extended leave because things aren't healing fast enough that they can open everything up. But that also means that they need the support as much as they can get. Translations, if you know who to translate to King. 50. Add translations if you know how to translate to Klingon or Vogon. I'm not translating to Klingon or Vogon. If I start spouting poetry in Vogon, y'all, your ears are going to explode. That's not particularly kind. Just saying. Okay, so back to the Disney stuff. So while they are doing well, I mean, they're being incredibly safe. You like, subscribe, share, and or translate to Vogon. Okay. Hi there. And that's what we're going to be talking about there, Isla. I guess that's the name. I should call you Isla. So, Isla and her SO and one of my friends from high school, all of whom have been pretty much sequestered, are all going to be meeting down in Orlando next week. One of the things, I mean, this is my work, is showing you what Disney is like, talking to you about the parks. So I'm going to be showing you what it's like right now. I've got so many bottles of hand sanitizer. I've got all different types of Clorox and disinfectant wipes. I have gloves. I have masks of all sorts of colors and styles. But I am going to be going down to the parks. We're going to spend 1 day in each park. We're going to spend a partial day, a second day in Epcot. Because for those of you who don't know, let me give you an idea a little bit about what's going on with Disney specifically. Because you guys have seen me already in Universal. And Universal hasn't really changed much other than adding in the horror stuff. But for Disney, they now have a reservation system. So you either buy your tickets as an annual pass holder, which you can't buy a new annual pass. You can only renew if you already have one, which I have done. You can buy regular tickets like single day or multi-day tickets, or you can go into a stay at a resort and then buy tickets based on that. And each of those tiers of people, annual pass holders, park guests, and resort guests, all get a series or a number of tickets that are available in each park to go into. You are allowed into one park a day, and the hours have been severely limited. None of the parks open till 9. That's Animal Kingdom, opens at 9, closes at 5. Magic Kingdom opens at 9, closes at, well, it was 7. It's now dropped down to 6. Epcot opens at 10. No, Hollywood Studios opens at 10 and closes at 7. Epcot opens at 11 and closes at 7. However, they are starting on certain occasions to expand some of those hours. They will be adding in more hours and adjusting Epcot's hours come November. And there is a possibility, depending on how the world keeps turning, that I might try to do a quick weekend trip in November as well. We're going to see how that pans out. But it's a very different time right now. Restricted the use of, no, I'm not bringing my neck gaiters down there at all. Disney restricted neck gaiters. Actually, Disney never allowed neck gaiters. There was like maybe the first day or two they opened, people came in and then they pretty much said no, because they're truly not safe. They don't protect the way that they're supposed, that people think they're protecting. So yeah, so if you can't wear neck gaiters, there are many rules. They've adjusted the rules multiple times. For example, initially it was you had to wear your mask unless you were eating or drinking. Then you had to wear your mask unless you were stationary, eating or drinking. Then you had to wear your mask unless you pull off to the side of the road and are stationary, eating and drinking. And then you had to pull off to the side of the road to be stationary, to only remove your mask while you were eating or actively drinking. And then it has to be back on. So because lots of people would buy a bottle of water and start walking through Epcot going, oh no, I'm drinking, I've got my whatever it was. So they had to keep putting down sets of rules, and that's just because if there's a rule, someone's going to try to figure out the way to break it. That is the world we live in. Glad you saw that. I thought you advised them if you rode water rides. Oh, no. Possibly when I first started talking Universal, but Universal had gators allowed. They don't either anymore, actually. So my gators are staying here. I still have multiple masks packed for every day. And if you are going to the parks, from everything that I'm seeing, you do want to have multiple masks. If it's very hot, you're going to get sweaty. If you get on a water ride, it's hard to suck air through wet fabric. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that people have recommended, and I'm going to go down there. I'm going to show you what it's like to fly. I'm going to show you what it's like when you get to the hotel. I'm going to show you how I sanitize the hotel, show you all of their extra cleaning procedures. Eddie says, because there's always some jackass trying to find a loophole. Yep, pretty much. They're always going to try to find it. Yes. But so I'm going to show you all of the processes and the things they're doing. They're severely restricting attendance at tables and restaurants. All the restaurants' tables are spaced, and there are multiple tables that are marked, you can't sit here. There are U-rest areas. Well, they call them U-rest in Universal, but rest and relaxation areas. Some are inside, some are outside, but there are opportunities for you to sit somewhere and take a mask, socially distanced from other people, generally where there's outdoor air, etc. But Food and Wine is going on now. So I'm going to get you some of the gluten-free food and wine information. I will be with non-gluten-free people, and they're going to let you know about the gluten-filled things. I may make one of them go try the liquid nitrogen cake pops that look incredibly decadent, and I'm so depressed they're not gluten-free. God, they look good. It's a piece of like really moist chocolate cake dipped in chocolate and rolled in brownies or not brownies, but Twix or M&Ms or something, and then liquid nitrogen. So it's solid, and it's supposed to be incredible. Just this cold, chewy, wonderful, moist, yummy cake, and I can't have it. There are only about 5 or 6 things that I can get at Food and Wine. 1 or 2 of them I have had before, but I'm going to take you to all of the ones I'm allowed to have. I'm going to ask about some that may not be appropriate for celiac, because again, if you're celiac, do realize that any of these are still a risk, because if they're out in the booth and they haven't pre-wrapped it somewhere, there's always a risk of cross-contamination. But you can be smart and you can be careful, and there's some good options. Gluten, yes, all of the glutens. But there's a citrus chicken. There's a chocolate mousse made with avocado. It's a plant-based one. Terrarium, it's called. I'm curious to try that. There's the filet from Le Cellier, which I did have last year, and I will probably do again. There's something with shrimp, or no, there's a lobster tail I can't have, which I'm sad about. And then in Brazil they have the cheese bread that I adore, and a pork belly with black beans that I'm going to do. There was one other item, a jerk chicken. That booth now is closed or only open on weekends, and I think it's only open on Saturday, and I'm only going to be on Epcot on Wednesday and Sunday, so I will not get to try it if that is truly the only day it's open. So there you are. If you guys have questions about what you want to find out about traveling in Orlando during what's going on right now, or just flying in general, this will be my second time I've had to travel. The last time I was able to drive in my car, and it was like an 8 to 10 hour drive, and it was painful. This time I'm flying, so I'm doing Southwest. Southwest is leaving center seats open through, I believe, November 1st at least, and they might be doing it longer. But they are not selling tickets to those flights specifically to give people the ability to be semi-socially distanced. They are completely refreshing the air within the planes every 3 minutes, I believe they said. So it's outside air that is recycled and cleaning out what's in there every 3 minutes. So they've taken some major protocols to protect everyone's health, and I'm very much excited about all of that. Mezcal, darn it, sorry. Let's go for you have options. I know I will be drinking, and I will probably be drinking around the world. We'll see how that goes. The other things we'll be talking about are also dealing with a disability service animal we will have with us for part of the time. Samwise is our disability fur puppy. Timing is perfect, and we're very excited. I'm not sure who Samwise is going to end up sleeping with, though. We'll have to fight over him. Samwise is an adorable service puppy. and he does beautiful work. I've watched him in action, and I will get to see him when he's off duty. Okay. I love my cats. I do. But Samwise is adorable. So yeah, so if you guys have questions about what it's like in the parks, what the sanitary conditions are, what the cleaning procedures are like, every 2 hours they're cleaning down all of the rides, what seating in the theaters are like. I will still not be going to Hall of Presidents, but I will be going to some of the other sit-in theater events. What ordering food is like, because now you don't just go up to the counter. Now, gluten-free with an allergy, I still can actually go in and order, whereas most people have to do mobile ordering on their phone. But there are some things that are safe enough for me to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. But this was really just more of a brief announcement to let you guys know what was going on, see if you had any questions. I will probably do some Facebook Lives from when I get down there, which is why I was letting you guys know in advance. Presidents, the head is all very distant. Yeah. Oh, no. That's not the reason, but yes. Same as with the Muppet Theater and Carousel of Progress. It's every other row, and then there's seats of 4 and then sections blank. So you are truly nowhere near 6 feet of anybody. I mean, they're very, very careful about that kind of stuff. There have been no cases of COVID tied to Disney World at all. There are rumors that were in the news about Disneyland that downtown Disney may have had issues, but that's not in the parks. We will be going to Disney Springs. I do have my Disney cupcake, my Sprinkles cupcake, my birthday cupcake that is waiting for me. Oh, and the most exciting part. Are you ready? So Magic Kingdom usually has something called the Not So Scary Halloween Party. And the Not So Scary Halloween Party allows everyone, including adults, to wear a costume to the parks at night during the special you pay extra ticketed event. Normally, every other time of year, kids are allowed to put on costumes up to like a certain age, and that's it. No masks on anybody. However, because they can't have the Not So Scary Halloween Party, they're allowing adults in Magic Kingdom only to come in costume from September 15th to October 31st. Now, can't have masks, other than, the ones for protecting for the pandemic. You can't be, like Columbina cannot be there. You cannot have cleavage out the wazoo. You can't have foul language. You can't be blood and guts. It's a Not So Scary themed. But that being said, there's a little fairy who's going to be making a trip down south. So Mustard Seed is going to take Magic Kingdom. We're going to see what happens. I don't know if Tink is going to be out, so she may not see Tink, which would be sad. She was hoping to see Tink. But we will see how all that goes. Now, I'm not bringing the wings because Florida, it rains. And as much as I adore my wings and rain. Bad news. So they will not be coming down. They might try to keep her. That's true. She has no wings, so she can't fly away, but we'll see how it all goes. Double checked the every 3 minutes air refresh and HEPA filters isn't a COVID thing. No, exactly. But the reality is that is part of what helps keep the issues, that they always keep that refresh. And that's, it just keeps stagnant air. Now, I mean, truth be told, I still get sick on flights if I slept without a mask before all of this. So I will still be wearing a mask. I will just be wearing a more intensive, better mask. They mentioned they can't. Yeah, good. Yes. I have these visions in my head of someone trying to screw with Samwise and me like sitting child down and explaining the rules to them. I don't know. I just had that vision the other day of like, now, would you like it if someone came up and started trying to touch you while you were taking a test that was really important? I don't know. I just see wings, huh? Drums or flat? You will not eat my wings, Terry Taylor. No, she's got these. I will. If you go over to Facebook, I can remind me and I can show you some pictures. But she's got these beautiful leaves that come out of her back. They're mustard seed leaves from like the mustard seed plant that are made actually out of leather and a little bit of a metallic, not a metallic, but what do you call it? Iridescent, kind of a more crunchy material, but it would break. But that being said, the leather you do not want to get the way it's treated. It would mold. You can't afford to get it wet. So I can't really bring those. Also, getting on and off of rides, I can't lean back in that particular outfit when I have the wings on, and I will probably need to lean back, so it's kind of important. Yeah, so, but it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I think doing the castle drop during these times doing the castle drop during these times, it feels like a bit of a COVID oddity, but okay. So some people will still do rope drop to the end. They allow people to come in a little bit earlier, but not all the way disperse. The one place where rope drop has become an issue that I'm hearing so far, and I will probably see it in action, is Hollywood Studios, because of Rise of the Resistance. They now have 2 boarding group options, a 10 o'clock and a 2 o'clock. So, but sometimes the ride won't be functioning particularly well. And if the only way you get in is if you're in that 10 o'clock group, and they don't even give the 2 o'clock boarding passes out. So everyone in our party, hi, Arlene, everyone in our party has to be in the park on our second day, the 24th, before 10 a.m. I plan on getting there about 9:15 in the morning, getting in, chilling out, get a Starbucks or something, and then be ready to kind of hit the ground rolling when they officially open it, but get in and get away from crowds, and be able to start enjoying everything. So that's kind of where we are with stuff. It is, what is this? Think, not think. Oh. Business print up their friends of characters to pass along to the video. Wait a minute. Oh man. Should have business cards printed to hand out to friends of. Oh, well, here's the problem though. There are no friends of right now. I mean, all right. There are characters on cavalcades, which are sort of mini parades, one float and one other small thing behind it, and walking characters, and they will wave at you. And that's where you're seeing your characters right now, or they're dancing by, or whatever they're doing, based on the Halloween party parade, or which I've actually never seen live, but there'll be mini versions of it, or the standard cavalcades, or they will be on top of where the train's not working right now, standing up there in their Halloween costumes, because Halloween, and we will be talking, and we'll be able to wave at them, but there are no meet and greets. The only place in the world which is potentially starting meet and greets, and I think it started today, was Tokyo Disney. They're doing well enough, I guess, with their numbers that they are risking a couple character meet and greets, but right now I wouldn't get close enough to them. I could talk to merchant people, etc., but I will not get close enough to the characters. I can wave at them. I can selfie with them. I think they have Buzz Lightyear and Stitch over in Magic Kingdom where you can turn into a selfie, but that's as close as I'm going to. God, my hair has gotten really long because this is COVID, I guess. I mean, I've had it to here before, but I usually cut it, and I haven't cut it. It's really long. I was thinking of the meet and greet experiences with the characters, wanted to see the photos and learn more. Yeah, and unfortunately, none of those people are around. The cavalcade, not the cavalcades, but like the citizens of Main Street aren't there right now. They're not back yet. It is very, very limited. And I'll talk more about that and do more video about that as we're traveling. Not sure if the link shows, but if so, those are mustard seed with wings. I do not see the link in my chat, but again, no problem. I mean, the people who are on here right now follow me on Facebook as well, so you'll be able to see them there. For those who have not, I will see if I may like try to put some of my additional stuff, some of Mustard Seed shows, clips and stuff, and Columbina shows, and do like montages of that kind of footage, because I still have that footage from the last few years that I might be, sorry, didn't mean to kick that. But to share along with you. But that's my news right now. I've been trying to share links as well, but you can only share text links. That's what I thought. You might, I don't know, you can try in the comments, but I don't think it works. But on the Teatro page where this original link was, where I said I was going to be doing well, I didn't do the live chat, but where I did the other stuff, if you want to put the comment in there and link to it, you're welcome to do that. And then someone can find it through there. But that was my big news. We are at about a little under half an hour, so I will remind you to like, share, subscribe, comment, get the word out. That means that if I'm gone from Wednesday, so next week you will not have a live chat with me. It might be a Facebook live chat at the end of the night, the way I sometimes do after the park. And that will be starting on Wednesday. You will meet my friend Jeff, who I have known since I was probably about 11 or 10. And then you will meet Arlene and Larry and Samwise. But that will probably not be till one of the later nights, unless there's quick footage in amongst the parks. But I do. Hello from India. Welcome, welcome. This is, wow, this is really early for you, I think. we're actually just about to end. I'm sorry, but I hope you all have a terrific rest of your day. You will see me in Disney soon. Like I said, if there's something you want me to look up or find out, oh, and the other cool thing, they're giving annual pass holders 30% off of a whole lot of stuff in the parks. So I'm excited about that. 1 a.m. I was going to say, okay, well, I'm sorry. I hope it's just that you're having trouble falling asleep, and I'm sorry you're having trouble falling asleep. And I won't be able to help you for very long, sadly, but you can watch some of the other stuff on the channel. There's some trips I've taken to Disney, if Disney is your thing. If you want to learn about Renaissance festivals, I've got some video and footage from some of the characters on my channel. Please feel free to check it out and take a look. There's hours of stuff that will keep you up for I don't know how long, but I hope it will help. But I want to thank you guys so much. And like I said, if there's something you want to find out about in the parks and Disney, something you want me to check out, something you want to know about, put it in the comments below. Or if you get me in the next minute, type it over there. Or if you know me from Facebook, send me a message or put it onto the Teatro page, and we'll see what we can find out for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to start sharing more content with you. We've officially decided, since I've never been able to go to Disney for my birthday, and even though we are technically a little late because I pushed this trip back, this was originally going to be the trip I was going to take with my nephew. But since all of that's been changed, please go ahead and celebrate my birthday with me. We're going to make this my birthday trip. Like, I've told the reservations, I've told the dinner places. I'm excited. And yeah, I guess that's about it for now. Love to see more live chats from the parks, because I'm certain we'll see more cutout footage from the live chats on the YouTube. That is true. That is true. Friends to celebrate her birthday. Woo! But so yeah, so now, unfortunately, because here I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, I can't do live chats here. It has to be done over on the Facebook channel. So that's why I said encourage people to subscribe here, because once I get 1,000 subscribers, I can start doing live chats directly from this mechanism too, and share stuff that way. And I would love to be able to do that. I don't have that. If you've enjoyed the chat, if you're having fun, if you want to encourage me, please join my Buy Me a Dole Whip fund on Ko-fi, or hit my PayPal link. Links are directly below in the description of the they may not be in this chat. They'll be in the chat from the prior one. I will add it to this when this is all done. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nudge, nudge, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all in the land of the mouse. How's that for exciting? And I don't have a tagline.